Hey everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to part 22 of my Tsukihime playthrough. So in the last episode, with Akiha now going to our school, and it's just making things more complicated. She does not seem to like Ciel. Ciel doesn't like her. We knew that from the previous playthroughs, but I was always like, why is that the case? Is she just kind of like being weird about who I hang out with because I'm part of the Tohno household and all that stuff? But I think there's more to it. I feel like they can almost sense what's going on, like there's something off about the other person. I've been continuing to have my dreams about killing people, and there was the last dream I just had where apparently like I killed Ciel, or well, we know that she can't be killed, but I confronted Ciel, I attacked her, and then I was doing some not so great things to her. So just, yeah, really strange on that. So like the whole thing is, we know it's most likely not Shiki who, or at least the Shiki we know, who's doing the killings. Very different though from the previous playthroughs, at least, where we don't have Arguid to like tell us what's going on. We just kind of have to navigate this ourselves and try and figure out what the heck's going on. So yeah, let's continue on. I'm very interested after like all the stuff that happened last time to see where it's going to go from here, so let's continue on. I opened my eyes to the morning light. Even though my body still feels heavy, probably because of yesterday's anemia, I feel pretty good. How many days has it been? How long since I had a morning so free of unease? And today is my school's founder day. There's no need to prepare for school like I usually do, so I can enjoy the morning calmly. Ah, then I notice. Though I thought there was no one in the room, someone is asleep by the bed. Akiha? As if she's been nursing me all night long. Akiha is sitting on a chair, the top half of her body collapsed on the bed. Asleep, she breathes softly, her long black hair spread out on the bed. It looks beautiful. Akiha, hey, Akiha. After calling her softly, she shows no sign of waking up. Don't think in pure thoughts. Also, don't think about biting your sister, please. Well, if she's sleeping, then there's no point in making her wake up. Akiha turns over weakly. Sleeping, she has none of her usual strength. Her defenseless sleeping face hasn't changed since she was a child. Because of that, I can close my eyes and vividly recall the Akiha from back then. 8 years ago, playing together, the black-haired girl who always followed me. Although she was a quiet girl, Akiha always came with us. She rarely smiled, and even her smiling face seemed somehow sad, transitory. When I was a child and knew nothing, I really wanted to make her laugh with joy, so I dragged her out into the garden with us over and over again. Nissan, as Akiha murmurs to herself, I wonder what kind of dream she's having. For some reason, on impulse, I lift the sleeping Akiha's hair. While I watch her sleeping face, my heart becomes calm. It makes me want to watch over her forever if I could. Akiha, I remember, when we were children, I always thought about it. The day I vowed to hold this girl more precious than anyone else. The Akiha who would always cry, or who would cry as she held me. But it's no good, is it? The image from back then is gone. She's a proper young lady now. I murmur, gazing at her sleeping face. I let her long black hair fall. I'm sorry. Knitting her eyebrows painfully, Akiha whispers in her sleep. Now when she says, Nissan, is she talking about me, or is she talking about her actual brother? I'm sorry, Nissan. Akiha? Akiha's breathing is irregular. With her long black hair sliding off the bed, she slowly lifts herself up. Oh, it's Nissan. Nissan, why are you here? Well, it's natural. This is my room after all. Eh? Akiha leaps upright as if stung and glances around quickly. Oh, good morning, Nissan. Did you sleep well last night? As if she hadn't slept here at all, she greets me calmly. Just like her. Her guts, or should I say her response, is not normal. Yeah, morning. I slept well thanks to you. It's been a long time since I had such a pleasant morning. Really? Is your body completely recovered then? No, it still feels kind of heavy. Today's a holiday, so I'll just rest. Why, Nissan, it's unlike you to say such things. Usually you disappear off somewhere before anyone notices. I guess not having, Arguid around. She's not the bad influence she usually is. I do miss her, though. I can't believe, like, we might not get to see her at all. Maybe towards the end, when we have to, you know, actually fight Roa. I assume there's gonna be a big confrontation or something. Please don't say that. I'll be staying home from now on, so you don't need to worry. Yes, I'll accept half of that statement. Smiling happily, Akiha gazes at my face. If our faces stay as close as this, it will be a problem. Akiha's features are very beautiful, and if she keeps pointing that cheerful smile at me, I might go crazy. Well then, Nissan, we shall see how you feel at lunch. Until then, please don't exert yourself or go outside. I understand, but it's terrible. Since I came back here, you've had to nurse me all this time. I'm no older brother. Nissan, though it was only a casual comment, Akiha's face is clouded. After hanging her head for a moment, she stands and looks up. Please don't say stupid things like that. You're my brother, and even if you don't act like a good one, nothing would change. Well, I suppose, but... It's nothing, but it's true. I don't mind having to nurse you every day, so please don't worry about it. Akiha walks quickly to the door. Well, excuse me. I shall be out during the morning, so if you need anything, please ask Hisui. And with that, Akiha leaves the room. 10 o'clock comes around. Although it's good to rest, lying in bed like this all day long is boring. But even so, it seems my body hasn't slept enough yet. My body's still sluggish, and if I walk around and end up like yesterday, Akiha will get angry. She'll be back in 2 hours, and I promised her I'd take today off after all. Telling myself this, I throw the sheets over me. I get really drowsy, probably because I'm still exhausted. If I listen, I can hear my own heartbeat. Hot. Oh, here we go. Come to think of it, I haven't had anything to drink since yesterday. My throat is dry. My head feels a little dim. Just a little. I guess it's okay to go out and get some water. Corridor is empty. Long ago. So long ago I can't remember. Or don't need to remember. Like ruins in a movie. Very quiet. Hot. The sunshine is hot. Is my body still not recovered yet? It seems I can't spend too long in the sun. The detached building seems to waver in the sun. My vision dims completely, like I'm in a hot desert. White. Great. So he's gonna go out, pass out again. He's gonna be like, I cannot leave you alone for a couple of hours without you going and just passing out or doing something dumb. There's a clatter from the detached building. Someone. Is there someone in there? Opening the sliding door very slightly, I peer in from the porch. Like, I thought he was gonna pass out again. Inside, I see the figures of Akiha and Kohaku. They look a little strange. I hear the swishing of an obi being removed. What? Without a word. Oh, gosh, right, okay. Kohaku pulls down her kimono and bares her breasts. Well, okay. What? Did not see that coming. Kohaku stands there with a blushing face, but doesn't move. Wait, is she a vampire too? I knew there was something weird about her. I know they said that, like, I guess they did say the, the Tohno bloodline is strange, and so I guess they keep the maids around as, like, basically someone to feed on. I hope this is just a dream or a vision, like this isn't real. Kohaku stands there with a blushing face but does not move. So I guess when you're like appointed someone, maybe they knew that like I was a vampire or there was something up with me, so it's like you assign a servant to be like, all right, you're gonna basically be food for the Tohnos. Akiha presses her lips against the bare white chest. Tension. Kohaku looks down at her bare chest, and Akiha crouches so she's burying her face in Kohaku's breasts. A thin red drop makes a line down her breast. Akiha's throat starts to move, swallowing something. What is she drinking? There's no need to ask. I already understand. Am I going to be like, can I join in? I'm thirsty too. Akiha, she's drinking Kohaku's blood. Dream. This is a dream. It's a dream, so I should hurry up and wake up. Eh? God damn. My own room. I'm definitely in my own room. Akiha, Kohaku-san? Akiha, she was drinking Kohaku's blood. I definitely saw it. Was I just dreaming? Perhaps. No, it must have been a dream. There's no way that was real. But it was so real. It has to be a dream. The smell of the tatami mats, the two's ragged breathing, the gulping I heard from Akiha's throat. I get out of bed. I feel dizzy, but I don't care. The detached building. If I go out there, I'll know for sure whether it was a dream or not. Hearing a noise, I hide myself. Kohaku-san. Kohaku-san walks from the direction of the detached building towards the mansion. The house is silent as the grave. I think it's empty. Akiha isn't here, because she said she'd be out during the morning. Akiha couldn't have been in a place like this with Kohaku-san. I swallow hard. I take a deep breath and step inside. Damn, alright. And that's like, she looks, like I said, she got that weird kind of glassy look in her eyes too, right? So maybe that's also why she was sneaking around at night. She's like, don't go out at night, don't walk around, is because perhaps she's feeding on Kohaku and didn't want to be caught. Nissan? Akiha standing in the Japanese-styled room. She's looking at me aghast. Akiha? Yes? What is it, Nissan? Akiha doesn't seem surprised that I'm here. She merely reacts listlessly. What is it? What are you doing in a place like this? What? I just thought I'd come and have one last look around before it's demolished. No, I don't mean that. I stare at Akiha's body. Come to think of it, she's wearing her uniform. Wasn't she wearing her normal clothes a while ago? Akiha, you changed your clothes? Yes, since I went to school during the morning. After leaving your room, I changed, and I only just returned. Really? Of course, you weren't doing those things in here. I thought they had the day off today. It was a dream after all, but something's odd. It's odd, but who's odd? Is Akiha odd? Or am I odd? When I saw that sight, Akiha was wearing her normal clothes. It would be strange to change clothes after that, and what she just said, there's nothing strange about it at all. So, that makes me who saw that dream strange. Nissan? What is it? You seem pale. You said you'd rest all morning, so why are you out in a place like this? I just thought I'd go for a bit of a walk. Really? Well, I don't care about that, but I forbade you from coming here. It seems you couldn't keep your promise to me, Nissan. Akiha glares accusingly at me. Her gaze seems to see right to the bottom of my heart, which jumps in response. You're right. From now on, I'll be careful. This building is getting very old, so there's a chance it may collapse. Please don't come here anymore, Nissan. Is it just my imagination? I think there really is something odd about Akiha's attitude. For one thing, why would she be in such a dangerous place alone? Now please go back, Nissan. You don't look well. Walking past me, Akiha leaves the Japanese-styled room. Wait a minute. There's something I forgot to ask yesterday. Something you forgot to ask? Yeah, that clearing where I collapsed, long ago. I used to play with you there, but I feel like there was someone else as well. Do you remember? There was no one else. You're mistaken. Answering clearly, Akiha leaves the detached building. But there was a third child. A child adopted 10 years ago. Are you saying you don't know about him? Left alone in the Japanese-styled room, I talk out loud. Is Akiha hiding the truth about that child, or does she really not remember? I can't tell. Night. As I returned and sat absent-mindedly in my room, it seems the day ended. Too many things to think about. Too many things I have to think about. Even with Yumizuka gone, the killings still continue. And I see matching dreams of killing people and sucking their blood. 8 years ago, the near-fatal injury I received in an accident, and the child that had to be here. The scene I remembered in the courtyard. Undoubtedly, it was a memory from 8 years ago. If I've started to see dreams of killing people, there's no question why. It seems that same thing happened right before my eyes, a long time ago. I haven't seen Akiha since then. Kohaku-san brought supper to my room, and Akiha has not come to visit. Well, I guess since I'm feeling better, there's no reason to visit, but I still feel awkward when it comes to her. If day breaks and morning comes, and we say good morning as always, I bet the bad feeling will disappear. That's right, I'll just sleep today. With the lights off, I curl into bed, but Akiha is not beside me. If I sleep like this, then I might dream about killing people again. Crap. Oh shit, he's gonna be like, damn it, I need to sleep with her. I don't mean like that, I mean like, have to have her basically keep an eye on me to make sure I don't do anything. It's no good, I can't sleep at all, because Akiha was beside me yesterday. I was able to sleep peacefully. If I sleep alone, I might have that dream again, and if I dream of drinking blood, and another victim appears, I wouldn't be able to deny it, and would have to conclude I'm the killer. I get out of bed. I won't sleep. I won't sleep tonight. I'll stay awake. Moonlight is streaming in through the window, so I can just gaze at the moon for a while. Huh? There's someone in the courtyard. I look closely. Isn't that Akiha? What's she doing standing in the courtyard? She's standing there quietly under a particularly large tree. Maybe she's taking a walk. It's past 11 already. She's so careless. Oh shit, and maybe the victims, especially there was a victim near near this area. Maybe it wasn't me. Maybe she's the one who killed them. In fact, the first night I came back to the mansion, Akiha was walking about in the dead of night too. Maybe she's like not aware of like what she's doing. Maybe she's like having what is that called? Like she's sleepwalking? Well, if I'm not going to sleep anyway, if like yesterday I have Akiha beside me, I don't think I'll have nightmares. I walk into the moonlight. The mansion's trees are painted in splendid autumn colors, and the falling leaves look really illusionary. Akiha stands in the center of it all. I gaze at her long black hair, her thin back, and the autumn leaves scattered about her, swaying. Her black hair shakes like the leaves. Is that why her body seems so weak? Akiha's figure seems like a mirage. Akiha, what are you doing at a time like this? What? I'm watching the moon. Just like you, Nissan. Showing no surprise at my appearance, Akiha turns and answers. Good evening, Nissan. Going out at a time like this, even when you're sick? You're such a troublesome patient, aren't you? I guess. I could see the moon from my room. There was a poor little girl outside. As a proper brother, I had to come out. Well, I'm sorry about that. Well, I guess inside the mansion's fine, but it has been unsafe recently. You're a girl, so you shouldn't be wandering around outside at night. You're right. If you say so, I'll go straight to my room. That's fine now. I couldn't sleep either, so it'd be nice to spend some time together. If you'd like, then certainly, Nissan. Closing her eyes, Akiha nods quietly. Her nod seems as if she's praying for something. I'm surprised. You're really nice tonight. Did something good happen? Nothing wonderful has happened, but I guess being able to talk to you like this might be something wonderful. Akiha chuckles with a smile. In response, my chest thumps. Nissan, what is it? Your face is red. If you're still feeling ill, shall we move to the terrace? No, I'm fine. I'd like to gaze for a little longer, so let's stay here. Yes, tonight really is beautiful. Of all the scenery around the mansion, this is my favorite. Akiha smiles faintly. Her behavior really surprises me. Her atmosphere is terribly calm and gentle. Amidst the red autumn leaves, Tohno Akiha seems many times prettier than usual. Hey, Nissan? Do you remember this place? This place? You mean this big tree? Yes, when we were children, this was our meeting place. When I was inside doing my lessons, I'd hear a stone at the window, and then I'd slip away from my private teacher and run out here. Come to think of it, she's right. Akiha was always doing lessons in the mansion. Our old man wouldn't let her go outside. The people in the mansion were afraid of Father, so they wouldn't even talk to me, but it was natural. I thought I wasn't meant to talk to anyone except Father. There were a lot of people, but to me, the rules of the Tohno house were more important than any of them. So I was fine by myself, and I could bear Father's lessons. Yeah, I remember. He didn't care about me, but the old man was really strict with you. Shut up in your room all the time, doing lessons all day. I really didn't like that. Yes, to be honest, I hated it too. I guess she has sorted it out as something in the past. Akiha laughs nostalgically. But, Nissan, you were the one who let me notice. You won't remember this since it was like an everyday thing for you. But one day while I was coming for the teacher in the courtyard, you came up, grabbed my hand, and began to run. I asked what you were doing, and you said you couldn't play tag by yourself, so I should play too. Really, thinking back, you were a terribly pushy person, weren't you? Akiha giggles. Well, that's what children do. Please forgive my impoliteness. It seems to be a thing between, like, with Yumizuka and Akiha, where they're both like, you might not remember doing this, but, like, this little thing you did had a big effect on us as kids. After that, Father scolded us, so it became harder for us to meet. Yeah, I became stubborn too. I decided that I'd play with you once a day, one way or another, I'd get you outside. But in the end, you slipped away yourself, but you just watch from far away and never come close. It's fine, I was happy just with that. I really was happy. You took me out to play, and Father would scold us afterwards. Father's scolding got worse day by day, right? So I began to think, he won't come today. He shouldn't come today. What if she killed him? What if she's just like had enough of her father's bullshit and she murdered him? I don't think he'll come today, but you always betrayed my expectations. Every time we were scolded and I thought you wouldn't come anymore, you always appeared, smiling. You always said Father didn't scold you, but it was a pretty bad lie. Really? I always thought I'd fooled you completely, but I guess it was easy to tell it was a lie. Of course, I was sorry that you were always scolded on my behalf. Every day, at the same time, I would wait excitedly, wondering, is Nissan going to come today? But that was the happiest time. When you went away, life returned to normal again, but I didn't suffer. But the memories of you were stronger than anything else, Nissan. You say you left me alone, but that's wrong. I was always saved by you, because I had memories of you. I was able to remain as Tohno Akiha. And, like an illusion, Akiha smiles. There's something wrong with me. If I was always clinging on to you like a child, I could hardly be head of the Tohno house. Stupid, that has nothing to do with it. It's okay to depend on someone when you need to. We're brother and sister, after all. No, that was only when we were children. It was decided I'd be the heir of the Tohno house. So I cannot depend on anyone. I must manage on my own. What's with that? Just because you became the heir of the Tohno house, does that mean you can't make your own decisions? It's what it means to become the heir of the Tohno house. Long ago, that's what I was taught to believe. But I'm still no good at it. After all, I'm showing weakness like this, aren't I? As she speaks, Akiha jumps forward with light steps. As if dancing, she walks amidst the fallen autumn leaves. Akiha, my chest hurts. I don't know why, but right now I want to embrace her tightly. Is there some magic in the light of the moon? Even though she's my sister, no, because she's my sister, I really want to protect this girl. It's getting cold. Shall we go back, Nissan? Yeah, let's go back. We shouldn't stay here forever. Nissan? I can hear Akiha's voice, but I can't hear what she's saying. Really, I don't know what it is. Ah, shit. Akiha's hair, it should be black. It looks crimson, like blood. Unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Unnecessary. It's something unnecessary. Unnecessary. Red hair. The image of blood. A demon that drinks blood. It's not human, therefore. It must be eliminated. Nissan? Are you alright? Nissan! My chest tightens. My heart is racing. Blood clogs my veins. Repeating in my head, kill, kill. No, I'm not going to kill yet. I'll enjoy this woman's body first. Her slender arms, her beautiful hair, her small breasts. Oh, gross, gross. Well, especially like, I know this is not Shiki talking, it's Shiki, but, or it's Roa talking, but still, her body perfect like a beautiful doll. I'll violate it. My throat is hot. It's just like when I kill people in dreams. Hot. Nissan, please hold on. I'll help you. So let's go back to the mansion. Voice. I can only hear Akiha's voice. No, I mustn't see her face. If I do, It's okay. I won't touch your body. No, I can't touch it. If I touch it, I don't know what I'll do. I'll go back first. Make sure you come in too, Akiha. With what little reason I have left, I run from her. Somehow, I make it back alone. I breathe desperately. I collapse onto the bed. Damn it! I hate myself. Not satisfied with mere dreams, I feel these urges in reality too. And not strangers. I wanted to do such things to Akiha. I don't understand myself anymore. Memories of 8 years ago. Akiha and a boy covered in blood. An event I can't dismiss as a dream or as reality. Tohno Shiki, like a killer. I know. Shiki-kun's fragile side. Her. Yumizuka spoke those words proudly. You're the same as me. Just like me, you have the same unbearable urge to kill. I can't deny it. After all, those in the Tohno family have problems. Death by madness, death by violence, disappearances, psychotic episodes. Akiha drinking Kohaku's blood. Me, seeing homicidal dreams. Thinking about it, I have to smile at my foolishness. Why should Akiha be strange? She's normal. That's just what I imagined. I'm the one who's mad. Only I am, wanting blood tonight as well. Hot, hot, hot. Once aroused, my body can't be calmed with something like sleep. So, tonight too, I shall relieve my thirst. It seems I went into town at night again. It seems my eyes are bloodshot, and I'm waiting for someone to pass by again. When did I unknowingly fall asleep? Long hair swaying, wandering the town at night. I'm having another homicidal dream. It seems that I found new prey. Anyone will do tonight. Killing a strange man, dragging him into a back alley. The sound of biting the throat. There's a gurgling sound. Biting into the throat and drinking blood to relieve the thirst. It's the same again. Then, an obstruction appears. I throw the body aside and rise. Someone is watching me. The black figure appears. Shaking my hair loose, I look up at the moon. The figure is someone I know well. From rooftop to rooftop, from shadow to shadow, the figure follows. The black figure looks a lot like Ciel-senpai, matching the fiend's unnatural speed perfectly. The movement stops. Since it's excited, it seems ready to fight. It seems tired of running. It probably felt like playing. Ciel-senpai is coming. After that, it was quick. Oh, Ciel-senpai was very strong, but when a passerby happened to appear, that was the end. When she moved to protect the passerby, she was skewered with something like an iron pipe, along with the passerby. Whoa! Okay, well, we'll know if Ciel doesn't show up to school tomorrow. If this is a dream or if this is reality. It's too cruel to watch. Lifting her hands up, they too are skewered with pipes, hung like a crucifix. Ciel-senpai is stripped. I know it's laughing. Sliding its tongue over Ciel-senpai's breasts, it laughs. Ciel-senpai simply glares, doing nothing. Blue pupils like flames, looking into my eyes. The image stops. Organs break, like peeling off a scab. I wake up. Damn, that was pretty crazy. I jump out of bed. It's almost 6 in the morning. Even senpai. Why? No, that woman in priestly robes wasn't necessarily senpai. Because there was something different about her. The me inside the dream was strange, but that senpai was even stranger. Leaping from rooftop to rooftop and throwing swords like bullets. It almost seemed like senpai was more of a monster than the killer. So it has to be a dream. Because when I opened my eyes, I was sleeping in my own bed. I can just call it a dream. I laugh. Whether or not it was a dream isn't the problem. What I remember and how much I didn't want to kill are meaningless. All I know is my body's still excited. The feel of breaking the man's neck, of skewering Ciel-senpai's arms over her head, and licking her body. I can still feel the heat of her breath. So whether it was a dream or reality makes no difference. I killed someone, and tried to rape senpai in either case. Excuse me. Hisui enters carrying my school uniform. Good morning, Shiki-sama. Yeah, morning, Hisui. I answer, shaking off the remaining sensation of senpai's warmth. But it's no good. Even though Hisui came to wake me up, still can't help but feel depressed. Shiki-sama, you seem pale. Are you still ill? Nah, it's not that. I'm always like this in the morning. I get out of bed. My head aches, but I ignore it. I'll go to the sitting room. I bet Akiha's waiting? No, it seems Akiha-sama's not feeling well this morning either, so she shall be absent from school today. But she was fine last night. I cannot say. Since I heard this only from Nason, I do not know the details. I see. Another fit like before, I guess. Nason's in the sitting room, so please ask her for the details. With that, Hisui leaves. Ah, good morning, Shiki-san. You're up early today. Morning, Kohaku-san. I heard Akiha's condition is bad. What happened? Ah, Hisui-chan told you. Akiha-sama has a bit of a fever, so she's taking today off. A fever? But why? Well, she's been really busy since you got back, hasn't she? Speaking with relatives, arrangements to change schools. She's just tired. Just tired out? Really? Of course. Oh, Shiki-san, you're panicking. She must be really important to you. Kohaku-san laughs happily. As she speaks, I realize how tense I was getting. No, I wasn't really worried about Akiha. I was just what, Shiki-san? Her eyes stare straight at me. I'm no good at lying, and I don't want to betray my feelings. No, you're right. Akiha is important to me, so, like you said, I was worried. Though I'm embarrassed, I tell Kohaku-san my true feelings. Shiki-san, you're very honest today. Please say that when Akiha-sama is here. With an innocent smile, she says something pretty scary. Oh, come on. There's no way I could tell her that. By the way, is she still asleep? Yes, she took some medicine and went to sleep a short while ago. She said there's no need to visit, so Nissan should just go to school. Really? Well, then I'm glad. I sit down on the sofa. At least this is one less thing to worry about. Ah, Shiki-san, last night, were you really talking to Akiha-sama in the garden? That's right. I couldn't sleep yesterday, and when I looked out, Akiha was in the garden, so I went out and talked for a bit. Why? Well, Hisui-chan said so I was a bit worried. But Shiki-san, you shouldn't be going outside late at night. It's very dangerous these days. Because of the killer, right? I think I know that better than anyone. Even so, please, take care. Apparently, a man was killed in town last night. I jump off the sofa. Kohaku-san, is that true? Yes, it was on the morning news. Since the victims have all been women until now, they seem to be talking about it a lot. Notice how Kohaku is not concerned about Akiha, a woman, wandering around at night, probably because she knows that she doesn't need to worry about her. A man, a male victim, the unknown man I killed in the dream. Shiki-san. Kohaku-san is saying something. No, it's nothing. That's all I can say as I stand in amazed shock. I arrive at school. It's 7:50. Now, the important thing is, will Ciel show up or not? Even though I left the mansion very early, I still only made it to school at the last minute. The reason is obvious. The possibility that I might be a killer slowed me down. I step through the gate. There are people like me all around going to class. Every time I see them, I freeze. They are people who never think of murder, and amongst them, there are people like me attending the same lessons. Yumizuka, at last, I know how you felt. No, I can't compare my situation to hers. But perhaps now I understand a little of her feelings. The way I am now, I can't be here. I've killed many people already. It doesn't matter if it's a dream or not, but with desires like that, I must not be here. I smile wryly. A few days ago, I wouldn't have even imagined something like this. Hey you, if you stand around like that, you'll be late. Eh? Someone hits me on the shoulder. Hey, okay, well, of course she's not going to go down like that. Then again, she wasn't... Was she killed? He said he crucified her, but we do know that she's able to recover herself. I love the fact that if, the dream is true, that he skewered her and was doing unspeakable things to her. And she's just back with a smile. Good morning, Tohno-kun. We're here today at the same time. I'm so surprised I can't speak. What's wrong? Your face is red, Tohno-kun. I forgot. Thinking only about myself, I forgot about Senpai. Last night, the black figure who appeared before me as I killed. Pursuing the killer, caught by the killer, and skewered from behind. And then, the body I was about to rape. Senpai, I don't know what to say. I should apologize for last night, but I still don't know myself whether that was a dream or not. But, more than anything... Yes? What is it, Tohno-kun? No, you seem the same as ever, Senpai. More than anything, she's the same as ever. So either last night's events were just a dream, or the figure in black wasn't Ciel Senpai. The person who was skewered with an iron pipe last night would not be attending school today. And if Ciel Senpai was the figure from yesterday, she shouldn't be smiling warmly at the killer. Tohno-kun, is something wrong? Your face keeps going red and blue. Are you not feeling well? An autumn cold, perhaps? No, it's not that. It's just... the feeling of last night's dream is still with me, and I can't look directly at Senpai. The gleam of naked skin, its soft texture, my fingers gripping her soft breast with most of the red blood flowing over her like a tattoo. This is bad. I remember too much. It's too real. Tohno-kun, you've really been strange for a while. Maybe you should get some medicine from the nurse's office before going to class? Is she concerned? Senpai peers up at me. Wait, Senpai? If she gets close, I'll remember last night's dream. With Ciel Senpai's face appearing before me, I can feel my face going completely red. Ah, you seem really ill. Dropping her shoulders in amazement, Senpai stretches out her hand. Her hand touches my forehead. Her warmth and gentle touch is too much. Wait, Senpai, it's nice, but right now it's a bit... it doesn't feel like you have a fever. Senpai ignores my words, pressing her hand against my forehead, and she takes my temperature. I catch sight of a bandage under the sleeve of Senpai's uniform. The bandage goes way down from the base of her palm. There's no mistaking it. That's where she was skewered last night. My body heat vanishes instantly. I feel as if reality is collapsing around me. Senpai, that bandage on your arm. What happened? Oh, this? Well, it's embarrassing, but it was my own negligence. It healed already, but I felt like putting a bandage on. It's nothing major, so don't worry about it. Senpai speaks casually. Why? Because I know it's a lie. No, it is something major. Since you were skewered by that iron pipe, I bet it still hurts. Then the smile vanishes from Senpai's face. Ah, thump. The atmosphere in my dream returns. For an instant, the air around me freezes. Tohno-kun, do you have a moment? Saying so, Senpai takes my arm. I can't find words yet. Ciel-senpai says nothing and pulls me behind the school building. I guess I made you skip class. For some reason, Senpai sounds so normal. I can say nothing. I can only hang awkwardly on this ray of hope. That, in a moment, Senpai will say, "What are you talking about? Last night, Tohno-kun? A dream will be a dream after all, and Senpai will just be Senpai. Senpai, I should show you this first." Interrupting me, Ciel-senpai rolls up the sleeves of both arms. Both arms weak, wrapped in bandages. As you say, this happened last night. I can't ask who did it, because it's my doing, but it's clear now. It's the truth. I am a killer who's killed many people already. Crap, it's real. It really happened. Senpai says nothing else, but merely stares at me. At me. She knows Tohno-shiki is the killer. Then why? Why? Why does she... Why have you said nothing until now, Senpai? You knew I was the killer, right? Why didn't you... I can't understand why she continued to be my ordinary school senpai. I've killed people. I did that to you last night. How can you face me like that, senpai? It's not unusual. I'm your senpai, so why shouldn't I? Whatever you say, I haven't seen you out at night. Straightening, she speaks frankly. What? She hasn't met me at night. But yesterday, we were fighting to the death. What are you talking about? Oh, he said too about long hair, right? So maybe he's seeing the vision of, because like I jump back and oh yeah, that's right, because he jumps back and forth between Roa jumps back and forth, I think, between the two Shikis. So because the other Shiki has long hair, right? So maybe he's like seeing through the other Shiki's eyes of him killing people. I guess? I'm hoping? I don't know. When she says, like, I didn't see you last night, twice now you've interrupted me killing someone. It's true, but I've never raised a sword against you. Wait, that's nonsense. You've thrown loads of them at me. I saw it clearly. Or are you saying that figure wasn't you? Are you pretending not to know? Well, I would like to feign ignorance if I could, but there's no reason to if you've seen that much. Senpai's attitude is completely unchanged. I was trying to give myself an out. I'm like, maybe it wasn't actually me? Senpai's words just not to the point. No, she's purposely doing so. If I calm down... I'm not one to talk, but Senpai isn't exactly normal either. So, is that why she's trying to evade my questions? Senpai, please answer me seriously. There's too much I don't understand. I'll go crazy. Ciel-senpai, why were you doing that? Tohno-kun, you look scary. I don't know how serious she is, but Senpai pulls away from me. Somehow, she dodges the question completely. Senpai, please answer me seriously. Last night, and before that, what were you? That was something no ordinary human can do. What do you mean, that? I mean, the ridiculous movement, throwing all those swords. I saw about 20 swords. Where are you keeping them all? And last night? Yes, what about last night? Last night, I stabbed you with an iron pipe. So how can you be walking around so calmly today? However you look at it, it's not normal. Senpai, are you really human? For a moment, she glances down with a terribly sad expression. I don't know, to be honest, I have no idea. I only have the name Ciel. an exorcist specializing in vampires. I know I'm not an ordinary human like you. Vampires, senpai. Don't worry, I'm not from around here, so I am already ready for you to look at me that way. Looking away, she says something incomprehensible. Hold on, senpai, what do you mean by exorcist? An exorcist is an exorcist, a member of a holy order who's learned the rites for banishing demons. So if Aki is a vampire, that would make sense why the two of them just on sight, like, just do not like each other. Even maybe if they've never met each other before, it's like maybe they can sense the other person, like, I can sense you're a vampire. She can sense that she's an exorcist. A member of the holy order who's learned the rites for banishing demons. Don't you know, Tohno-kun? It's a common word, so I thought you'd know it. Well, to be honest, I do more extermination than banishing, so I'm a bit different. Would it help it if I said it's more like a sorceress? It's not exactly right. In fact, it's almost the opposite, but perhaps it would be easier for you to understand. A sorceress, but I could hardly call it impossible. After all, I've seen her superhuman powers. But I can't believe it. Or maybe I don't want to believe it. Since she was such a kind senpai, maybe I just want Ciel to stay as senpai. It's a lie. Without realizing it, those words escape my mouth. Yep, you're right. It's a lie. It's all nonsense, so please don't believe any of it. She won't say anything. She's just going to let it disappear as a lie. No, this isn't nonsense. I don't want to accept it, but I have to. Why is it? Senpai lowers her eyes sadly. I don't know what's happening either, but I've tried to kill people, and you always saved me. I don't understand anything, but I do know that. Wasn't that just a dream? You're just an ordinary high school student. You have my word. Just an ordinary, even if it's a dream, someone who enjoys murder every night is living with other normal people. Even I feel bad about being bad. Feeling the urge to kill people. Not merely in dreams, but I have such desires in reality too. And not strangers. Akiha, the person I know best. Killer, huh? Yeah, now that I state it, I understand. It's natural for you to come to me every night. You can't leave such a dangerous guy alone. So you were going to kill me, senpai. Why won't you answer? Say something, senpai. I grab her arm around the bandage and drag her towards me. Senpai says nothing, looking down. I don't understand. I don't understand anything, senpai. I don't understand myself anymore. Please, senpai. If you know anything, please tell me. Tohno-kun, do you really believe you're the killer? I can't think of anyone else. So I just want to rest now. Like, I know Ro is technically the killer, but since I don't know myself, I want to hear it clearly from you. And then, even if I have to die, I'll be ready for it. Why? Senpai? Why can't you just laugh it off as always? If you did, maybe we could go on like this. But it's too late for that now. The spell has already faded. Saying so, Senpai escapes my grasp and leaps away, far away. Tohno-kun, I'll tell you what I know. What kind of person you are. Exactly how many people you've killed. For a moment, I feel dizzy, even though I said I was ready. Hearing the word killed so clearly, my chest hurts. Good. Tell me, senpai. No, not here. I'll be at the school tonight. After that, you decide, Tohno-kun. So that means she's leaving the final decision to me. If I go to school tonight, that's the end. But if I don't, we can go back to the way we've always been. A final choice. This feels like this is happening pretty, like, you know, I know I've been playing this route for like a little bit, but it still feels like it's kind of zipping by. I know it's not the final choice. I assume it's not anyway, but still. I can't say I'll definitely be there, so I say nothing. Well then, I'll be waiting at school tonight. I'm guessing not going is the bad choice. Promise me one thing, that you will keep this a secret from your younger sister. Eh? From Akiha? Of course, I wouldn't get her involved in any of this, so there's no need to say that. There isn't, but why is Senpai asking so seriously? As if saying Akiha was the enemy, not me. Senpai, Akiha has nothing to do with this. Tohno-kun, please be careful around her. That'd be wild if she was the murderer and that's why she's out at night. And somehow, like, I'm seeing it through her eyes. Leaving a warning in a frightening voice, Senpai disappears. The lesson finishes, and the students disperse. Even if I'm going to meet Ciel-senpai at school tonight, I should return to the mansion first. In the end, the conversation only told me the dreams were real. Nothing is resolved, and I still don't know whether I'm the killer or not. After sighing heavily, I leave the classroom. Hisui is at the mansion gate. Huh? What are you doing out here? I'm waiting to welcome you home, Shiki-sama. Eh? Well, I'm glad, but why? You said you wouldn't be able to meet me here anymore. That was because you and Akiha-sama were together. Nei-san, she suggested we should refrain from send-offs and greetings when you were together. I see. Certainly, if I were with Akiha, it would be awkward to be met by Hisui. Another of Kohaku-san's strange ideas. Well, I'm always glad to be met by you. Anyways, I'm home. Thanks for coming out. Yes, welcome home, Shiki-sama. Hisui bows, thinking about it calmly. A maid bowing in front of a mansion is a terribly anachronistic image. By the way, is Akiha doing any better? Yes, it seems her condition improved by lunchtime. Perhaps you should stop by her room. Maybe, at least once. Please be careful around her. No, I shouldn't. I can't see her right now. It's not that I'm thinking about her, but because of what Ciel-senpai said, it's hard to see her right now. Shiki-sama, are you not returning to your room? Oh, you're right. Well then, shall we go in? Acting cheerful to hide my uneasiness, I pass through the mansion gates. It's night. I talked only a little to Akiha at supper, then came straight back to my room. She seemed no different than usual, so I'm sure Senpai's warning was wrong. If I'm going to go, I should leave pretty soon. Senpai said we'll talk at the school tonight. If I go, she won't be my senpai any longer. But if I don't go, everything will go back the way it was. Senpai left me with that choice. Alright, so we're gonna do the bad ending first, which is to stay in the mansion. I can't go. The few remaining things I can be certain about. My life at school, Ciel is my senpai. I can't lose them. I know this can't last forever, but still, I don't want to lose my peaceful life I have left. Night. The time I promised to meet senpai has already passed, and I will watch that dream tonight once more. No, that's not right. I won't rely on senpai's help. This is my problem, so I'll solve it myself. In order to keep living the way I have until now, I will have to settle matters with this killer myself. To prove that I am a killer or not, I don't even have to think about it. I just have to look around the town at night and find the killer, which isn't me. I let out a breath. I walk around the night-shrouded town. I put a hand in my pocket, feeling the knife there on my fingertips as I walk around town. I breathe quietly as I walk around, trying not to draw attention. I look at the people passing by as I stand concealing my presence from everyone. I'm searching for the killer. Someone will get attacked tonight. He's looking for a new victim. Say, a girl with long black hair. A girl around my age would be best. No need to mention the beauty of her hands and feet, but the beauty of her neck should be considered. In the end, everything counts on that one spot. I look for the killer. I know I won't find him easily. I knew from my dreams the perfect prey is hard to find. But tonight, this town bores me. So is it going to end with him killing Akiha? I cannot find my prey. I'm getting angry. My objective was to find someone, or to kill someone, or something like that. I'll hold my breath. I'll hold on to my knife. I should concentrate, so I will be able to return death at any time. I pant more and more. I look for the killer, but I can't find him. Only time passes. It overflows, sharpens, is used up, and over time stands up and changes form, and... In front of me lies tonight's prey. My panting fills the air. It is a dead woman's corpse. In my hand is a knife. The red blood on my knife drips to the ground. Why? I was looking for the killer, but all of a sudden there's the dead body of a woman right in front of me. My breathing gets out of control. A dead body in front of me. A bloody knife in my hand. I don't understand. When, at what time, what I did. Something happened to my mind? Yes, something like, it overflows, sharpens, is used up, and over time stands up and changes form, changes its meaning, becomes free, explodes, and lightens up. on that path, the theory of evolving consciousness and meaning. But an important path is missing. Since when did I turn into the other me? I see. There was no need for me to give you a push, Shiki. From behind me, that voice sounds out. Heavy breathing. I turn around. There he is. Someone I've never seen before, yet someone who looks like me stands there. It can't be helped if you're already broken. Bye, Shiki. I wanted to play around with you for a little bit longer. Slash. I'm cut with a knife. It hurts. It's funny. It's deep. It's great. I start to pass out. Like that, in the ambiguous state, I was killed. I'm happy in a way. Tohno Shiki was killed by the killer. It's proof I wasn't the killer. Didn't this ending already happen? I feel like I already had this bad end. Merci, we're finally in the 4th period. The hint corner for Tohno-kun, who has unluckily ended up in this unjust dead end. It is time for Teach Me, Ciel Sensei. I envy Ciel. You get a lot of appearances. I'm the main heroine, but they still treat me like this scribble. Hey you, don't say weird things. That's fine. At least you have more dignity than me, the do-it-all character. No, unsatisfactory. I want to dress like you and be called smart. No appearance, 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 no appearance. Ciel glasses, no appearance. No Ciel, no appearance. Ciel glasses, no appearance. Ciel too plain. Ciel get out. Ciel glasses, fake Frenchie. Gun fetish. Ciel India. Anger. Well, let's start the lecture. The cause of death is clear this time. Your eagerness to try and solve this incident by yourself is splendid, but this is something you cannot solve by yourself. It's the way of the world to lose something to obtain something. It's also sad for me, but you should part with Ciel-san just this once. Okay, so we'll go and determine our fate. I can't let it remain unanswered. If that dream is real, am I really a blood-sucking killer? I can't let those questions remain unanswered. I should take it, just in case. The knife has been in my desk ever since what happened with Satsuki. I slip it into my pocket. I go down to the lobby quietly so that Hisui and Kohaku-san won't notice. I just need to open the door without making a sound, but before I open it, it opens with a creak. Nissan, what is it? Why are you standing there, frozen? Akiha, why are you here? I ask wordlessly. I was just taking a walk in the garden. What about you, Nissan? You look like you're going to go out right now. Yeah, I left something at school, so I was going to go back for it. I don't want to lie to Akiha, so I say as little as possible. You forgot something. Akiha narrows her eyes at me. Well, alright, it's still 8. Make sure you're back by 9, Nissan. Right, I'll be back in an hour. Understood. I shall leave the door unlocked. Please, take care. Akiha walks to the sitting room. It's strange. Before, I would have been doubted more, but she seems to trust me completely. Is it because of what happened in the garden last night? Being trusted by Akiha, feeling that she trusts me, makes me very happy. Please be careful around her. Senpai's words return like a curse. Anyway, I'll go to school and come straight back. And I'll meet with Senpai. Alright, I grasp the door handle. The school is wrapped in silence. Our school closes at 6:30, and no teachers or janitors patrol at night. At this time, the buildings are completely empty. All around, it's quiet. The only sound is the beating of my own heart. Is Senpai inside, I wonder? Although she says she'd wait at school, she never said where. No, Senpai probably deliberately didn't tell me. Well, can't be helped. I'll cut the lock of a window and go in. I remove my glasses. Along with a light headache, the lines appear before me. He hasn't done this very much in this playthrough, probably because he hasn't had the need to, because he hasn't really been encountering vampires, because he hasn't teamed up with Arcuid or Ciel really until now. The lines along which things easily break, things which can be cut just by passing through them. With Yumizuka, it was just desperation. Removing my glasses calmly like this, I really feel how strange my eyes are. Now, where's a window with a line in the lock? Although anything can be cut, they can only be cut where the lines appear. If I cut a wall or the window itself, it'll draw attention tomorrow. The cut has to be as small as possible. Ah, perfect. Here goes. With a click, I cut the lock smoothly and open the corridor window. Thump. My chest aches as soon as I climb in the window. Ugh. What is it? It's horribly There's a horribly sinister atmosphere. The school at night always does have that atmosphere, doesn't it? Senpai, where are you? It's hard even to murmur. My heart beats, a resounding pumping like a drum driving my blood backwards. Huh? It looks like my fingertips are trembling. I feel sick. Without my glasses, my headache is getting worse by the second. What is this? It's strange. I don't understand. The atmosphere inside the building is so different from outside. If I have to put it into words, it's without life, compared to the fresh air outside. The air in the corridor is so weak that it feels sad. But I know, though I'm breathing this air for the first time, I know it, because I've always watched it, every night in my dream. When I kill people and drink their blood, the atmosphere is always full of the smell of decay. Eh? A sound. From behind me, the sound of something falling. Senpai. I turn. There is a strange man. Ugh, I clasped my hand over my mouth, about to vomit. The man. The lines run within his body. They run through his whole body, like blood vessels. The man walks toward me as if in slow motion. Hello? I make up my mind and talk to him. It's strange, but my eyes are stranger. It's the first time I've seen lines all over a person's body like this. But take them away, and you'll have a normal human. The man is saying something, but his voice is not even a noise. I can't hear. The man approaches. Why is it, whenever the man steps closer, a shudder runs through me? The man is right in front of me. Wait, who? Who are you? I don't even have time to finish. There's a crash. As he approaches, the man throws me aside with a single hand. My back. Thrown aside, my back smashes against the wall. It's so sudden, the pain makes my eyes dizzy. Ow, what are you doing all of a sudden? I stand and glare at the man. My voice dies. What is he? What is this thing before me? Was this a man? Is this a living human being? No, that's not important right now. I recover my sight and look again at the man. It's back. Sensei said my eyes see the death within things. That's exactly right, because you're... I don't know if that's what the noise is supposed to be, but the man is saying something. Of course, it doesn't speak words, because half of his throat is missing. It was bitten away by something, so there's no way for him to speak. Why, you were killed yesterday. His shoulders are shaking. He seems to be laughing, but there's no mistake. The corpse before me is definitely the man I killed in the dream yesterday. The man approaches slowly. Ah, there's no thought. The lump of death approaches. Ah, a shudder of pain. Then I notice. When the man threw me before, the side of my chest was injured. My body hurts, not just on the level of my muscles. My bones themselves are creaking. Something definitely happened to my ribs. Gee. The man flings up an arm. At last, my numb head understands. Without a doubt, he intends to kill me. I dodge the sweep of the man's arm. There's an unpleasant crunching sound. The man's arm is embedded into the wall. It's buried right into the concrete wall. He didn't hold back an inch. Breaking a concrete wall, and in return he's breaking his own bones. It's a funny, hard-to-believe world. If it's a dream, I want it to end now. The man turns towards me. Another crunch. The man comes toward me. His arm still on the concrete wall. The arm, stuck on the wall. The arm tears away from his body. It's still laughing. My legs move. I can't bear to be here any longer. I collapse to my knees with a thump. The man, that corpse, is not following. At that speed, it can't catch me. My chest hurts. Whenever I breathe, my ribs feel like they're about to break. Somehow I catch my breath. Somehow. I have to somehow get back to normal. I must calm down. Think, look, and then think. I learned that from Sensei, so I have to think hard. Even if it's a dead body. Even if it's someone I killed. I can't think about it. That's just... Ignoring the pain in my ribs, I cry out. I don't understand. I can't understand. The one I killed is about to kill me. The one I have killed has returned to take his revenge. That's just a nightmare. It can't be real. Just an insane nightmare. But what am I saying now? I've been in a nightmare for a long time already. Damn it. I have to recover my breath and run away. I have to leave this school, go back to the mansion, tell Akiha I'm home. Eh? A sound from behind me. It can't be. It caught up? No, that's impossible. It moved so slowly, it couldn't just catch up like that. I look down the stairs. There's no one coming up. The noise— oh geez, that startled me a bit. The noise was just my— again, I'm beaten. When I turned around on the stairs, it seems it was already there. I have to get away. I drag my aching body up. I fall again with a thump. It seems when he threw me this time, my leg was damaged. There's no strength in my right leg at all. I can't stand, and I can't escape. Approaching footsteps. Thump. Clank, clank, a dry, emotionless sound. Thump. The putrid smell of a corpse hangs in the air. Thump. My heart beats loudly. All rational thought has long departed. Thump. It approaches. That corpse is coming to kill me. I'm just afraid. It's coming. With a body full of holes, it comes to kill me. One more step. Then it will pierce my chest the way it did the wall, and that'll be the end. At that moment I wonder, what is it that I fear? Am I afraid because the one I killed has returned? No, that's not it. Am I afraid because I'm about to be killed? No, not that either. I remember only one thing. In my dreams, how hot it is when I kill people. I'm afraid of my own crime. I'm afraid of my own crime trying to kill people. Well, if that's so, then there's no problem. This one's already dead, so there's nothing to fear. There's nothing wrong with putting the dead to rest. So, there's no need to hesitate about killing again, is there? The body flings up an arm. I take the knife from my pocket. What followed was really quick. Was it because I watched all those crimes in my dreams? Or maybe because those crimes were committed by my own hands like I suspected. My arm moved impossibly fast and struck down the corpse like a true killer. The meat, divided into 8 pieces now, just rolls around the corridor. A shudder, the feeling of slicing meat, the acceptance of taking a life. There is no flowing blood. Only my knife drips with blood. I remain spotless. Shuddering, a feeling of pain and coldness crawls on my back. There's nothing to earn. Only my knife drips with blood. I haven't gained anything. I just feel ill. Maybe I'm going crazy. Looking at the remains before me, my chest hurts like it was torn open. The school at night, in the moonlight, it's amusing. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. I laugh without stopping. It's not funny. Only regret is felt. I killed. Whatever the reason, I killed someone again. Even though he was blameless, this person also had a life to protect. A jarring, laughing voice. I want to kill my ears for listening, my throat for laughing. But I can only laugh. At least, I have to laugh. Unless I do a single act resembling human actions, I will break. I'm not laughing because something's funny. I laugh to keep my sanity. If I can't even ridicule myself, I can't keep my sanity. Perhaps I should have cried, but I won't allow myself such hypocrisy. What do I mean by killing the dead isn't a crime? It doesn't change. Whether he was living or dead, it doesn't change the fact I made the decision to kill him. Even if he was already a corpse, the feeling of stopping his activity does not dull. I can't get mad at myself for my stupidity. Even if they're dead, killing someone is still a sin. As long as I, Tonoshiki, remain a proper human, the burden of this sin will never leave me. I remember Yumizuka, even if it was the right thing to do. In the end, I know she wanted to live. Saying death is salvation is only the selfish wish of those still living. Death is just that. It is so painful. Someone is coming. This time, it has to be Senpai. Somehow I stand holding onto the wall. Thump, thump. My heart still beats violently. Even if my heart is halfway dead, my body tries to live until the very end. Such a worthless life. Dying like this is painful. I realized that already 8 years ago, during my time with Yumizuka. And even this very moment, yet Tonoshiki's body is still making a great effort to survive. How ugly. But which is ugly? The heart that thinks I should die because I'm a killer? Or the body trying to live by killing others? I think it's the heart. Good or evil, my heart is still really fragile after all. You're here. Breathing heavily, I grasp the knife. My injured right leg hurts faintly. If I can feel pain, I can still move. Meaning, I can still fight. And Ciel-senpai appears in the moonlight. I'm surprised. In all the dreams, you never were dressed like that. Yes, because these are the armaments to kill a vampire. A jolt. I understand the instant I see her eyes and hear her voice. This person plans to kill me without the slightest hesitation. I see. You called me here to kill me, Senpai. Senpai doesn't answer, clearly because there's nothing to say. That's mean. You said I'm not the killer, but you knew in my heart that I was. Yes, I knew from the beginning that the vampire haunting this town was Tonoshiki. You knew from the beginning? Yes, so I came to this school, in order to watch you. So, saying, she draws a dagger, twice the length and width of my knife. It's a weapon intended to kill. Senpai, I don't know what you are at all. Even if I knew, I don't think it would concern me. Yes, this is a situation of no concern to you. Yeah, but I'm afraid I won't be killed. Thinking about it, I killed Yumizuka because I didn't want to die. So, I can't just die here. If you say you're going to kill me, I'll... That's fine. If we agree to kill each other, then there's crime but no punishment. It'd be more helpful if you think of it this way. A noise of movement. Before I realize it, Senpai's body is right in front of me. Well then, Tono-kun, let us continue last night's fight. A moment. Ciel-senpai moves fast enough to fling up sparks. Her attack is very simple. Leaping from right in front of me, she slashes a horizontal line with her dagger. I block with my own knife and a push back. My body staggers. I desperately stop myself from collapsing backwards and look for... What? For a moment, my mind freezes. There's no sign of her in the corridor. In an instant, as our weapons clashed, Senpai suddenly disappeared. Eh? I think it was just by chance. Without reason, just the feel of a breeze beside me, I shift my gaze. In the blue moonlight, shining in through a window, I see Senpai's silhouette running up the wall like she's going up a flight of stairs. Above! Even as I notice, I lower my body. Scrambling on all fours like a dog, I escape forward. Glancing back, I see Senpai fall from the ceiling precisely where I was. After swinging at me, she ran up the wall to try and strike my head from the ceiling. Such an absurd roller coaster-like movement was charmingly beautiful, even though it could have skewered the back of my head. As if her previous flash of movement never happened, Senpai stops moving. Is she surprised I avoided that blow? Her blue eyes confirm that Tonoshiki is still alive. Her eyes devoid of feeling, like a machine. There's a tension as I wait for her to spring into her next action. I forget even to breathe. With those eyes upon me, I can't move. In just a moment more, that dagger will be driven into my chest. The only sound is my heart pounding. I stand unable to move. Senpai only stares at me. This is bad. At this rate, I'll break under the tension and make a movement. When that happens, Senpai will certainly strike me down. All I can do is grasp my knife tightly. At that moment, Senpai suddenly speaks. I'm surprised. You're certainly an excellent killer. You're not good at feeling the other's presence, but you are good at feeling your own death. Even if you don't remember it, perhaps you have been trained for such things. Senpai speaks without even moving her eyebrows. Against someone that has a superior self-defense mechanism close to seeing the future, assassination is useless. Trying to attack you from a blind spot was pointless, Tono-kun. Seeming terribly sad, Senpai lets out a sigh. It's a pity. If I can't kill your consciousness before you feel pain, all I can do is attack with my full strength. Even if you can see death coming, your reflexes also make it an almost moot point. Creak. You don't look well, Tono-kun. Thump. You've been feeling that way for a while, haven't you? Nausea that feels like your heart is being grabbed. Shudder. You're so sensitive. That's... Shudder. Because of the impulse all living things have that says, I'm about to be killed. Saying that, she strikes from right in front of me. I block her dagger with mine. A shock. Senpai's simple attack feels like she used a giant hammer. My knife screeches. My fingertips go numb, but I don't have time to think about it. Her foot audibly strikes the ground. Gah! The air is knocked out of me. Senpai has stepped into the gap between my legs, so close that our bodies collide. And with that momentum, Senpai slams her shoulder into my chest. I stagger, the strength in my knife weakens. Without a single pause, her second attack begins. Her dagger swings upwards from below. Somehow I block it with my knife, but I can't kill its momentum. Slash. There's a horrible sound. It's hot. Somewhere I'm cut. Falling meat. The heat of blood. There's no time to feel any of that. The third blow comes. It was probably aimed at my heart, since I immediately twisted my body to avoid it. The knife rips out my rib, oof, along with the flesh around it. I scream. The coldness of death does not cause me to shudder, but fear from the pain races through me. There follows the fourth unforgiving blow. My ribs are damaged. I can only use the power of my arm to wield my knife, but with it, it's impossible to block Senpai's dagger. Somehow, I jump back on my staggering leg. I get enough distance. Senpai turns, showing me her back. Crash. She drives a roundhouse kick like a spear into my belly. I collapse backwards onto the hallway floor. I don't have time to feel pain. If I don't stand up immediately, I'll be killed, but it's too late. The moment I get up, Senpai's right in front of me. The dagger strikes down at my heart. I was just desperate. In desperation, I tried to match her blow by placing my knife next to Senpai's neck. Then, Senpai's dagger stops short. Breathing. My breathing is hard. Her dagger is aimed at my throat. If Senpai moves her hand even slightly, I'll die instantly. That fact, just that, causes me to go insane. It's over. Even if you stab that knife through my neck, I won't die. What? What are... You said before that you saw it. Even though my body was pierced by an iron pipe, my body heals the wound instantly. Certainly if you stab me through the neck, I'll be dead for a while. But I'll kill you before that. What? What she says is true. There's no sense in lying in a situation like this. In other words, the situation where both of us hold each other's life in each other's hands is meaningless. Won't die? But it could be true. Even injured like that, Senpai came to school like normal. But screw all that. I can see death on her body, although it's very different from other people's. I can still see her death, so killing her is easy. The lines have no exceptions. If you don't believe me, please use your knife. In any case, you can't save yourself unless you kill me. Shall we test it out? She's provoking me. If I can be killed, kill me, she's saying. But Senpai, provocation like that is fatal. I'm not like the others. I can really kill you. My heart beats. If I look down, her dagger is at my chest. I have to kill, because I don't want to die. I found out I shouldn't die that easily, so I can't let myself be killed. No, it's simpler than that. I just don't want to die. My heart beats, so there's only one answer. Kill. Drive this knife into the line I see in Ciel's neck, and kill her. Kill if you want to live. Kill, 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 kill. Well, we know what the right answer is here. She called it exactly. And I imagine that the Ciel lesson is going to be like, you idiot, I literally told you how that was going to go and you decided to try it anyway. So we're going to say I have to live because that's the bad choice. I can't breathe properly. Senpai's eyes don't even appear interested in my death. Her dagger's poised directly in front of my heart. A situation where I'm a second away from being killed. That's odd. You've killed so many people, yet you're frightened to die yourself. Her voice tinged with disgust. Her eyes rimmed with contempt. Her dagger ready to kill me. I will be killed. I'll be killed. I'll be killed. I'll be killed. I will be killed. I will be killed. Then, if I kill, 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 it's all right. Goodbye. Please die here, Tohno-kun. Can hardly breathe. But I was faster. Before she could plunge her dagger deeply into me, my knife runs through the line on Senpai's neck. Which one of us said that? The sound of a head hitting the ground. The sound of gurgling. The neck? Neck? Face? It rolls, rolls, rolls. But that's strange. It had to have been at the same time. But only I'm alive. Senpai's head is the only thing rolling and rolling and rolling. In other words, from the very beginning, Senpai never intended to kill me. My throat seems stuck. Senpai's body is so red. The hallway gets wet. Red paint coats everything. Once someone is decapitated, it seems they add a different function, spurting, like a sprinkler, spraying red blood everywhere. Ha 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 ha. My whole body is now crimson, more than my knife. From my hair to my shoes, it's sickeningly speckled red. What's this? This isn't a big deal. Yeah, it's really not a big deal. I thought there'd be something more, but I only have this floating feeling. If it's like this, my dreams were more lively and real. I stand up and start walking. My feet splash with each step. Before me lays the head of a woman named Ciel. Her eyes seem to stare at me. How stupid, senpai. I don't know how much confidence you had, but there's nothing that can't die. So, it was your mistake. Mistake. No. What's mistaken is everything. So either somehow she actually is dead, which I doubt, and then he's just gonna be like, oh, now nothing can stop me. Now I'll just continue killing. Or he's all smug like, I killed her, and then she's gonna regenerate and then just be like, jokes? And then stab him from behind or something. The illusion's over. Even though I desperately denied it until now, this confirms it. I'm just a killer. With my own hands, I destroyed what should have been destroyed. The foundations of my being are crumbling away. What's this, Yumizuka? It's just like you said. I start to laugh. It seems I've gone insane. The truth that I'm the killer seems so funny to me. Outside the window, the far distant moon shines. My vision has turned red with no signs of returning normal. But my mind on Earth has been swapped with that from some other planet. The years of accumulated perceptions exceedingly enumerate towards unknown equations of evolution. Nothing is even remotely the same. You cannot tell the difference between the crimson you see and the crimson I see. Alas, it seems I am broken. Or was everything just a humorous lie from the beginning? In that case, please let it all disappear tomorrow. The stage set in the dark forest begins. I don't quite understand, but if I'm a killer, I must act like a killer. To begin, let's get out into the town and continue my dreams. I catch a random person. I take them to the alley and wait for the person to awaken. Alright, so maybe Ciel's not coming back and he's just going on a rampage. Is it going to end with him killing Akiha, which is like his preferred prey? After a while, the person's eyes open. As gently as possible, I offer a welcome with both arms spread wide. Now then, welcome to this wonderful killing chamber. Alright, okay. That didn't end the way I thought it was going to. It's now time for lunch during our third day. I usually go outside to get lunch, but this time I don't feel like doing so. You got your head cut off. Even if you eat, it won't get to your stomach. Shiki does some nasty things, but isn't that your own fault, Ciel? Haha, shut up. It's better than not even appearing. Oh, ugh, you're right. Why don't I get to appear? It's stupid. I bet it's your karma, but I have no time to play with you right now. Tohno-kun, please go back to the previous choice, and choose the selection that's more in tune with your character. With things like the way they are now, neither I nor Tohno-kun will be saved. I can't breathe properly. Senpai's eyes don't even appear interested in my death. Her dagger's poised directly in front of my heart. A situation where I'm a second away from being killed. That's odd. You've killed so many people, yet you're frightened to die yourself. Her breath blows into my eyes. Her words make me dizzy. Goodbye. If you won't do it, Tohno-kun, I'll have to do it myself. Saying that, Senpai tenses her arms. This is the end. Tohno-shiki dies here. If I don't want that, I have to stab with this knife faster than Senpai. My fingertips fill with strength, but that's all. My arms don't move at all. I don't want to die. It's not that I'm willing to die, since I'm a killer. But if I don't kill Ciel-senpai, I'll be killed. So right now, I understand that even if I don't want to kill, I have to. So why? Why won't my arm move? Suddenly, I wanted to talk more with you, Tohno-kun. That's why I really don't want to die now. Those words, but this is for sure the best way. So don't cry, Tohno-kun. You did the right thing. They forced themselves into my memory. Bye-bye, Tohno-kun. Thank you, and sorry. Yeah, I see now. Why aren't you resisting? I hear Senpai's voice. The dagger still at my chest. It tears my clothes and digs into my flesh. Like this, you'll die. So why? Why aren't you moving your knife? It's because I can't. Why not? Even though you've killed so many people up till now? Never again. I can't do it. You just killed that corpse. After you've done it once, the second or third time will not change anything. If you don't do it, I'll kill you. He's serious. In a second, the killer called Tohno-shiki will surely be killed. It's not that I'm afraid, or not afraid, but still, I can't kill someone. As I speak, tears flow. It's not like something is sad, or someone's unhappy, but the tears running down my cheeks don't stop. How much time has passed? My mind, which has been in a trance, Oh, you understand at last, Tono-kun comes back with Senpai's words. Senpai? See, are you satisfied? You're not a killer. Those words were true words. So, this is all just a dream. Tono-kun is Tono-kun. Very gentle, thoughtful, and so sensitive as to cry over something like this. Just the ordinary, everyday boy I yearned for. Saying so, Senpai puts the dagger away. Her scary tone of death disappears, and Senpai returns to her usual gentle self. Why? You didn't come here to kill me, Senpai? It was like a test. Right, it's like, I'm gonna put him to the test to see if he'll actually kill or not. Right, I came here to kill the self-loathing in your heart. You're not a killer, but since it seemed you wouldn't believe that, no matter how much I told you, I had to persuade you on a more physical level. Persuade me physically? Then you mean this was all just an act? No, I was serious. I couldn't completely rule out the possibility of you being the killer, Tono-kun. Therefore, I couldn't hold back. Besides, it's more fun to go all out. You know, like how you enjoy teasing someone. You like, I know there's the joke about how it's like when a boy or girl might be a little bit mean to the other person, maybe pull their hair and stuff like that. It's all just because they like them. This seems a little excessive. Like you sliced my ribs. You just absolutely destroyed my ribs. My legs. I know she's probably going to heal me up, and then she's probably going to take me back to the mansion. Akia's going to be all upset, be like, what's this bitch doing here? Senpai says something pretty scary with a smile. And with that, I collapse. All the things I've been thinking about up until now seem so foolish. For some reason, it's funny, and I laugh. As Senpai says, my fear that I might be a killer has disappeared. Yeah, you're right. It feels like I finally get it. But that's terrible, Senpai. You went too far today. Yeah, I've been going easy on you up until now, so I made up for that too. Smiling, Senpai holds out her hand. I take it. With a grunt, Senpai pulls me up. We exit the building, onto the school grounds. Senpai's treated the wounds she inflicted. By some trick, the wounds closed after Senpai put medicine-like stuff on there and put her hand over it. Well then, I promise to tell you what I know. What do you want to hear, Tono-kun? What? Well, that's obvious. I want to know everything about my dreams. Why do I have dreams about killing people? Who exactly are you? There's a lot I don't understand. Oh, I see. Well, let's start with the dreams you have, Tono-kun. To put it simply, I don't think the dream you're seeing is your dream. Tono-kun, you say you dream of killing, but isn't the dream more like watching someone killing someone else? Well, yeah. Do you think I'd kill people in my dreams if I could control myself? See, that's what I mean. When you sleep, you go into the killer's mind. Well, not exactly going into, but more like being taken into. So even though your viewpoint was that of the killer, didn't you feel as though you were watching things from afar? That's precisely right. Even though I've had dreams about killing for a while now, they've all felt as if I were watching a scene. But why is my mind and this killer's mind merging? There must be some reason, right? There's a very clear reason, but let us leave that aside for a moment. First, we have to discuss what you're calling the killer. Certainly, there is a killer, but its characteristics are more like a vampire's. That's fair enough. Certainly, you could call someone like that a vampire. I remember the scene in my dream. That guy, while enjoying the killing, he ate their flesh and blood. Yes, I'm the person who came to this town to deal with that vampire. Although, I can't tell you the details. The world has various defense mechanisms. Just like there are police to deal with those who break the law, there are also many organizations which deal with heretics who are inhuman. Think of me like a member of that kind of organization. Deal with vampires? Yes, that which sucks the blood of the living to maintain its own flesh. A stopped life which does so in order to have eternal life. It's my role to wipe out such heretics. That's the reason I was fighting the vampire every night in your dreams. There's nothing to say. To be honest, I don't understand the world she's talking about at all. Huh? So you fought the vampire several times already? Twice now. The first time it escaped, and the second time, our encounter was rather painful. Right, so you've seen his face, haven't you? So didn't you know immediately I wasn't the vampire? No, unfortunately, I couldn't be certain. Since some vampires can change their bodies freely, you can't rely on appearance to identify them. Really? That's a problem then. But now it's clear. So, we've beaten around the bush, but this vampire is the serial killer then. Yes. The dead bodies reported as victims of the serial killer are merely leftover food. Usually the flesh is consumed completely, or the blood is drained and they become vampires too, so there shouldn't be any bodies left. Hold on, if people who get their blood sucked turn into vampires, then wouldn't they start multiplying? No, there's a limit to those who are killed by having their blood sucked, yet remain without dying. Most humans can't separate the soul from the body, so the soul dies with the death of the body. Only perhaps 1 in 100 people can remain without dying. Like Yumizuka Satsuki did. What? Senpai, you knew about Yumizuka? No, by the time I got there, you'd already destroyed her. I'm sorry, back then, even I knew you were in pain. I couldn't help you. No, it's alright. I want to think that what happened with Yumizuka was for the best. But I see now. Yumizuka wasn't a vampire from the beginning. She was attacked by the vampire, and that was the result. Yes, that's true, but I don't think there are others like Yumizuka-san. It takes many years before a vampire can function as a vampire. For her to be able to function immediately, Yumizuka Satsuki must have had amazing spiritual conception. Eh? Spiritual conception? What's that? A functional extent of the brain determined when a person is an embryo, or so it is said. Like how you use your ability, it's employing a section of the brain most people never use. The same for Yumizuka Satsuki. She was naturally suitable. So instead of being under the control of her parent vampire, she became a vampire that could act independently. I don't understand Senpai's explanation, but one thing occurs to me. Senpai, you mentioned my abilities, so you know about my eyes. Eyes? No, I don't know what kind of eyes you have, Tohno-kun, but I do know you have a unique ability. Tohno-kun's blood's special, not a trained ability like mine, but something you're born with. Those kinds of things are called supernatural powers. Most people have only one channel open in their minds, but you have another channel open that we can't see, right? Special blood? You mean the blood of the Tohno house? Yes, the Tohno bloodline is ancient, but looking at the history of the Tohno family, one can see the abilities of its members are varied. Such as those who can receive divine inspiration, those unable to maintain their shape as humans and become killers, or those who never wait, I thought that I was an adopted son. I thought I was adopted by the Tohnos, and that the actual Shiki, like the actual son, was the one who attacked me when we were young, and then he was, like, killed, seemingly, by his father, and then is the one that's hiding out in the school. I'm confused. As time passed, this blood is thinned, and probably most of these abilities do not occur anymore. I'm aghast. If what Senpai says is true, then not just me, but Akiha will also have something broken, like my eyes. Shall I continue? Tohno-kun, you asked a while ago. Why are your senses merging with those of the vampires? Yes, I did. I think that's also related to your abilities. Your brain has a larger channel than other people's. Because of that, when you sleep and your sense of self dims. Because I didn't have that ability before, right? It was only after the accident. I think it's, yeah, because that was the whole thing, like, I guess Shiki and I, like, maybe we formed that connection. Or something, like it awakened my ability. Like his blood got into my blood or something. I don't know. I'm sure this may have already been explained and I'm dumb and I don't remember, but... Okay, your brain has a larger channel than other people's. Because of that, when you sleep and your sense of self dims, your mind is drawn towards a vampire, which has an easy connectable brain with you. Huh? Senpai, what do you mean an easily connectable brain? You can't mean they're made similarly, right? No, that's precisely what I mean. Have you ever heard of twins sharing experiences? Oh, don't tell me that I'm... Wait, am I actually like a twin of someone? Like twin of the other Shiki? No. Maybe there's going to be another big revelation. Twins sharing experiences? For instance, if the elder brother's injured, the younger brother who's miles away feels the same pain. I think that your dreams are similar to this. Fundamentally, identical twins are two humans' flesh born from the same genes, their body parts made from the same instructions, so it isn't impossible for pain felt by one brain to be received by the other. A brain is an organ that manages reception and transmission. Since every person's brain is made from a different blueprint, we have to communicate our feelings through language. But if two brains are precisely the same, thought will be transmitted without the need for language. To put it in the previous terms, since the brain's channel is on the same frequency, the electrical signal is received. Since your brain is superior to others, you connect to the bodies close to you. It can't be. I don't have a twin. I know, but in your case, it doesn't need to be a twin. It's not like you're merging with them, but more like you have similar brains. Since your brain has many channels, There's no need for you to be identical twins. Simply the same roots, a similar body. That's probably all that's needed for you to be drawn in. Probably a sibling with the same parents. Well, I suppose an exception could be made in the case of organ transplants. Okay, organ transplant. The flesh might pull on your mind in that case. So maybe that was a thing. It's like to save me from the accident. Maybe, yeah, an organ from the other Shiki got transplanted into me, and with that, the powers. It could happen with anyone connected by blood? That can't be. Akiha is the only blood relative I have left now. Only Akiha. Or, oh, did Akiha maybe give up one of her organs to save me? That'd be crazy. Is there no one but Akiha? It's probably the other Shiki. It's gotta be the other Shiki, right? It can't be. That's wrong. Senpai doesn't answer. In my mind, I see Akiha's figure drinking Kohaku-san's blood. That can't be. I knew it. It wasn't a dream. I was the one who killed people and drank their blood. Because if not, altogether, it makes sense. I suspected you at first, but after meeting you, I decided you weren't it. But I might have just been fooling myself. So tonight was a gamble for me. If you had killed me without hesitation, I would have known you were a vampire, but you weren't after all. No, that was just... Tohno-kun, all those in the Tohno family have something inhuman mixed in their blood. Though some were completely harmless, there are usually only one of these in each generation. In the past... Don't tell me it's Akiha this time. What about the other Shiki? Maybe it's a fake out where I think Akiha's the one, but it turns out it's the other Shiki after all. I mean, Shiki literally made his appearance, like we saw him in the dreams, right? In the past, there were many members of the Tohno family that drank blood, but you do not need to drink the blood of others, or have an urge to. So, how would you know that, Senpai? Tohno-kun, the Tohno house holds a possibility of giving birth to a vampire. If you are not it, then... No, I shake my head desperately. I won't accept Senpai's words. I can't accept them, but I remember... In the detached building, the face of Tohno Akiha drinking Kohaku-san's blood. It's not Akiha. The one with strange power is me. You may be right, just by looking. Akiha-san does not seem to have her power awakened. She's certainly contaminated with it, but only to a level that she can still turn back. No, it's not Akiha. I'm the one who got these troubles, or who has these troubles. She waited for me for many years, and just today she said goodbye to me properly. I only hunt vampires. Whoever it is, I cannot overlook them. Unable to speak, I only bite my lip. I don't understand. If Akiha is such a thing, what should I do? Should I pretend not to realize? Or should I fight Senpai to defend her? It's useless. No matter how much I think, I can't find any answers. I understand. Akiha-san is a very important person to you. Probably more important than yourself. Of course, a little sister is always important to her brother. We might end up fighting each other. There's nothing to say. I'm completely defeated. Senpai clearly states things I don't want to say. We reach the school gates. Senpai seems to have reached a conclusion, as she doesn't say anything. I won't ask what you'll do now. We'll part here. Her eyes emotionless. Senpai extends a hand. Saying nothing, I take her hand. For only a brief moment, Senpai and I exchange a hollow handshake. With just a goodbye, Senpai departs. I return to the mansion where Akiha waits. I know from the conversation with Senpai that what I see are just dreams, but the fundamental problem is still unsolved. The vampire, the truth, that thing which kills people every night. If it's really Akiha, what can I do? What should I do? I don't know. Regretfully, all I can do is bite on my lip. Okay, it feels like this episode things really escalated a lot. The vision I had with Akiha, like, biting Kohaku. I was saying before about, like, I don't think she's a vampire. And, like, that's the whole thing. Was it just a dream I was having? Or did I actually see that? There's a whole thing, too, where they keep not wanting me to go inside that specific building where Akiha and Kohaku were meeting up to do that. Is that why? Is she feeding on Kohaku? Is that why she's nearby, basically to serve as kind of like food for Akiha to be able to just eat at any point, and that's where they go in secrecy? It would also explain, I guess, why she kind of walks around at night as well. It's pretty crazy. And Ciel herself said not to trust Akiha, so I'm like, what is going on here? But yeah, so we finally had the confrontation with Ciel, and she knows that we're not the killer. We don't have it in us. We don't have that dog in us. We got someone else in us who does have that dog in them, but it's not me. So she seems to be like, all right, you're cool, but keep an eye out for your sister. And now it's all in my head, and now I feel like I'm going to be acting weird around Akiha to be like, what's going on there? Can she be trusted? Eventually the truth is going to come out, and I'm very curious to see if it's just like, am I mistaken about her being a vampire? Or like, what the heck is going on? So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm really interested. Like, we're coming down towards the end now. Like, it's just a couple of days left in Akiha's route, so there's a lot of stuff that we need to figure out what's going on. And I keep being in denial other than with like the bad ends or the Ciel Sensei's lessons, that Arcute's just not going to show up, and I'm like, that's crazy. Maybe she'll show up at the last episode, I don't know. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned next week for part 23. Until then, bye. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Revealing Storm, Emily Hornsby, Henry98, Linsby A, Kenju Storm, and Icognito.